Peter Obi, the former governor turned presidential hopeful, became one of Nigeria's most talked about political figures between 2023 and 2025, with a movement that sparked national debate, captured the attention of millions of young Nigerians, and challenged traditional political structures. Peter Obi's campaign trail was anything but ordinary, from town halls to international speeches, grassroots rallies to major political summits. Obi's journey was filled with passion, controversy, and unforgettable moments. The campaign trail truly heated up in early 2023, when Peter Obi emerged as the face of a rising political shift powered largely by Nigerian youth and the online community known as the Obedience. These supporters, many of them first-time voters, rallied around his message of accountability, economic reform, and governance built on integrity. His campaign wasn't just a political movement, it became a cultural moment. In March 2023, Peter Obi's campaign made major headlines with massive rallies across Lagos, Abuja, and Enugu. The Lagos Mega Rally, in particular, was a visual spectacle. Dressed in his signature black kaftan and glasses, Obi addressed a crowd of thousands. Photos from that day, with seas of red, green, and white flags waving in the air, became symbolic of a new kind of political activism, youthful, peaceful, and determined. Throughout his 2023 campaign, Peter Obi prioritized town hall meetings and face-to-face conversations over grandstanding. In Kano, Jos, and Port Harcourt, he engaged local traders, students, and religious leaders, focusing on issues that touched their daily lives: job creation, power supply, and education. Candid photos from these meetings, Obi sitting cross-legged in market stalls, listening intently to community voices, circulated online, giving his campaign a grassroots, human-centered feel. One of the defining images of the campaign came from a rally in Onitsha, where a heavy rainstorm poured over the venue, but Obi continued addressing the crowd without flinching. Soaked but determined, he stood under a small umbrella, surrounded by supporters chanting, "We know they give shishi." That image became a symbol of his resilience and the devotion of his followers. Internationally, Obi's campaign took him to the UK, US, and Canada, where he met with Nigerians in the diaspora. His town hall in Houston in mid-2023 went viral, after he passionately spoke about the need to build a country that respected merit over connections. Wearing a simple suit and standing without a teleprompter, he connected deeply with the audience, both in person and online. During the 2023 elections, Peter Obi didn't win the presidency, but his impact was undeniable. He won in several key urban areas and made a strong showing in regions traditionally dominated by other parties. The post-election period saw massive youth-led protests, calls for electoral reform, and increased interest in civic participation, much of it inspired by his campaign's message of a better Nigeria. In 2024, Peter Obi didn't disappear. Instead, he shifted his focus to advocacy and policy dialogue. He continued to tour Nigerian universities, giving speeches on leadership, entrepreneurship, and national development. Photos from his visit to Unilag, where he spoke in a packed auditorium wearing a simple black shirt, showed students giving him a standing ovation. It was clear the movement had outlived the election season. By 2025, Peter Obi was being seen not just as a former candidate, but as a political thought leader. He appeared on global platforms like the Chatham House, the Africa Leadership Forum, and the Harvard Africa Policy Conference, representing a different image of Nigerian politics, one rooted in humility, ideas, and citizen engagement. One of the most powerful moments came from his Independence Day message in 2025. Standing in front of the Nigerian flag, dressed simply, he gave a heartfelt speech urging unity, transparency, and the power of youth participation. The video went viral, not because it was dramatic, but because it was authentic. From rainy rallies to global think tanks, Peter Obi's campaign trail from 2023 to 2025 was a bold experiment in a new kind of Nigerian politics. It was about the people, about integrity, about doing things differently. Love him or disagree with him, one thing is certain: Peter Obi changed the political conversation in Nigeria forever.